sit down and have a conversation about the things you don't talk about. In this generation, it's the time to express a voice for the voiceless. Just share your opinion when they're asking nothing less. You might learn something new, might even change your view of how you look at the world. Is it half empty or half full? Just share your thoughts and say you're proud. It's the start of a combo or the talk of a town. There's no right or wrong, so just be yourself. Cause your voice matters just like everybody else. So be inspired, don't forget to subscribe and join me.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Lanasia J. I am back with my little sister from another mister, same mother though. And today we're going to be talking about goals, the importance of goals, goal setting, just everything about goals. Cause I be hearing this new year, new me stuff, but how is it new year, new me? You got the same goals from last year, you know? So for starters, why do you feel like goals are important to have?
That was the Coke. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was the Coke. I couldn't help it. It was stuck. I'm so sorry. It was the Coke.
The inserted funny clips. The inserted clips are going to be so funny.
We can start over.
Or not?
Okay,
Why do you feel like, no, let me ask a question first.
I was about to give you the answer. It wasn't starting over.
Why do you feel like goals are important to have?
It's important to have goals because it's like milestone markers to where you want to be in life.
Okay. Milestones?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, you know how when you was in school, you had to take CRCT and they changed it to milestones?
No.
Well, they changed it. But they changed it to milestones.
Mhm.
But at the end of each year, you took a CRCT and that was your test to get into the next grade. It's like I know I passed this test, I know I did a milestone.
Okay, so you would kind of say like goals would be, okay, like markers for yourself?
Markers on the way, or put it as like this highway, this little route numbers to your destination.
Okay, I can see that. It's kind of like just the expectation that you set for yourself for that year, things that you want to meet and get done. And those are the ways that, like just seeing your goals, hearing them or whatever, those would be the ways that you'll track it. Yeah, I definitely feel that. I know that going into this year, I did have a couple of goals that I just personally set for myself. But I know that a lot of people nowadays find it hard to set goals. And I know people be talking about like, oh, use SMART goals. You know, that's something where it's like simple, attainable, relevant, measurable, and like timely. But it's like, even when using the SMART goal technique, if you're dealing with somebody who doesn't know how to set goals, like how do you think they would really go about setting them?
Just be realistic. Pretty much. Put it something that you know that you can accomplish. You don't have to set the bar too high, too low, because you're not proving nothing to nobody but yourself. Be realistic on what you do. And say, I know I can do this, so I'm going to do this by this day. And you don't have to look for a reward when you do it. You're supposed to reward yourself. You accomplish something.
Yeah. I feel like, I know you said like about how you're not proving anything to anybody else when it comes to your goals and everything. But I feel like when it comes to goals, you are proving something to yourself.
Of course.
Because like, I feel like goals are like karma. They come back around, right? Even though you have a set goal right now, that same goal, like whatever might take place, that same goal might be something that you might reset for yourself with just a bigger outcome later on down the line. And it's like, if you look back at the fact of, okay, previously I set this one goal and I accomplished it, then I know that when I reset it and I just have a bigger outcome, I could do it again.
Definitely.
I also feel like throughout the year, people get blindsided and they just lose focus of their goals. Why do you think that is?
Life hits.
What you mean?
Life hits. You ever had a point in time where life hits you? If you're a human being, then you know what I mean when I say life hits.
My life just be life.
You feel me? You know what I mean when I say life hits.
Yeah.
And nobody told us it was gonna be all sunshines and sunshines and rainbows.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody said it was gonna be easy. It is very easy to get distracted once life starts hitting and you lose that sight because you're so the focus because you're so bombarded with everything else that's going on.
I definitely feel that. I feel like it's not only that, because I heard a story, right? And the story was about this girl who wanted to swim across this big body of water. And basically, like, because she couldn't see her ending, she didn't want to continue. She didn't want to, like, push forward or whatever. I feel like a lot of the times, us as a generation, because a lot of the time, like, because our goals are more so verbal than us actually written down. And if we do write them down, we write them down somewhere and like put them away and never really go back. That it's not in our face. And being that we don't see it every day, that's also the reason why we lose track of our goals or lose focus on completing our goals. And as well, like, I feel like when life does hit, like, you may have completed a certain goal. It may not have been the outcome that you wanted, but subconsciously, you completed that goal. Just because it's not the outcome that you wanted or how you envisioned it for yourself, it's like, it's not that you didn't complete that goal. Like, for example, one of my goals from last year was to get myself to a point to where, like, all my bills were paid on time, right? Last year, all my bills was paid on time. At a certain point in my life, all my bills were being paid on time. That was a goal that I met. But it was like later on down the line, life, and like it got to a point to where all my bills started to not be paid on time. And at that time, I kind of felt like when it came to the end of the year and I was like reevaluating, I was just kind of like, damn, you know, I had this one goal that like things were going to be a certain way and they're not. But it's like in reality, I met that goal like months ago. I actually completed what I wanted to complete, but just because it didn't look how it wanted to look at the end of the year, that doesn't mean that I didn't complete it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I also feel like, because I know I asked you about like setting goals. I also feel like when it does come to setting goals, that you can, if you're having a hard time with setting goals, like just sitting down at a point to where you're just being real with yourself, that you're just being completely like real with yourself about what you want to accomplish, and just look at what you really want for yourself. Not not just like put stuff out there that doesn't really, you don't really see yourself completing or whatever, but like really set goals that you want to see yourself within a couple of months, years, by the end of the year, whatever.
That is a tall person.
Yeah. But besides like sitting down and just being dead ass with yourself, how else do you think somebody could correlate or come up with goals?
You know what you want for yourself. Base it upon that. What do you want for yourself and how are you going to get there? And you know the steps that you're willing to take. So let's say I want to be at point R, because my name is Raven. I want to be at point R in life.
Because my name is Raven.
I want to be.
Don't look at me like that.
I want to be at
Words.
I want to be at point R, but to get to point R, I gotta go through A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and all that other stuff. QR. And based upon that, what is A going to be? What am I going to do to get to where I want to be? And I know what you said, so I'm willing to take. I just got to tell myself to do it.
Right. So when you say like focus on where you want to be, right? That's talking in the future tense. Are you talking about like where you want to be as far as your overall ultimate goal for the future, or just where you want to be by the end of that year or by the end of a certain time frame?
Don't matter. I can set a goal today for where I want to be at tomorrow.
Okay.
And if I know I want to go do something at 11 in the morning tomorrow, that means first gotta go to sleep on time. I get in bed on time. That's step one. You feel me? I'm accomplishing something. Wake up on time. That's step two. But I did it. You feel me? Step three. I'm where I wanted to be. It's as simple as that. And I feel like people have difficulty setting goals. And I feel like it's my problem for real. Because you think too much into it. You can't think too much into it.
You just gotta do it.
It's not even just doing it. It's like when you setting the goal, don't think too much into it. If you're sitting down and you being real with yourself, you know where you want to be. And it don't have to be where you want to be in a few years. It don't have to be where you want to be in a few months. So you can really be where you want to be the next week. To be real with yourself. And it's gonna come to you.
Yeah, I definitely feel like having those self-conversations definitely get your mind on a certain path or just in a certain gearing towards what you actually want. We did touch on about how like people do lose track of their goals, right? Oh, wait, before we get into that, doubling back to setting goals and everything, I feel like when it does come down to you sitting down and having that conversation with yourself, I know I focus on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I focus on 5 specific areas. It was 6, but like that 6th area a little shaky. But I focus on like 5 areas, which would be my health, family, career, travel, and then finances. Yeah. And with each of those, what I did or what I normally do is I just take 3 things, like 3 goals that I know can happen, and those will be my 3 goals for the year. Instead of trying to list out a whole bunch of like, sit there just trying to make up a list all at once, I feel like narrowing it down to like specific areas of life that you feel like you want to either improve or you want to, accomplish. Or you want to accomplish.
Did you just blow your burp at me? Are you just gonna keep going like it didn't happen?
I'm so mad. This is such a great way. Because when y'all talk about this, I could have sat there. I'm so mad.
Did you just blow your burp at me?
It was an accident.
It was you looked at me and blew it. What do you mean?
I thought my lips was going the other way.
You said.
This is a great podcast.
I'm sorry. What did I do?
I gotta tell you a secret.
Hold on. We're still filming.
I gotta tell you a secret.
We're still filming. Wait. Here. So back to what I was saying.
Here.
Back to what I was
I
saying,
gotta tell you a
right?
secret.
Nah, because you
Why?
probably gonna bite me.
Why would I bite
Because
you?
you used to bite me as a kid.
Why you tell people that?
Is it not true?
Why you tell people that?
Is it not true?
Can you come here?
Brandon, can we finish recording?
Can you come here?
Let's finish recording.
Come here.
No. Did you push air down just to make it come back up? Oh my god. Was that your goal? You completed it? Mission complete?
noise.
Girl. But yeah, I definitely feel like when it does come to goal setting, to just focus on specific areas. I know, like for health, you can focus on like your physical, mental, and
Emotional.
yeah, you can do like one goal for each one and just put all those under health. When it comes to finances, 3 goals for finances. When it comes to whatever, like just list certain things that you want. Like one of my things for family is the fact that I want to make sure that I talk to my family more often. I'm bad at picking up the phone, answering text messages, all that. But I'm making sure that I'm being super intentional about reaching out to my family, checking in on them at least once a month, you know? But what I was gonna ask, I lost it. But yeah. How do you feel, do you have any goals for this year?
Yes.
Do you wanna share?
No.
Cool.
Set your goals, kids.
Okay. So what advice, besides everything that you said, what extra advice would you give to someone who might be struggling with setting goals?
We're young. You might not be.
Did you just come out of the table? I want y'all to know these conversations are solely based on opinion. I like it when people come to express themselves.
Okay, like it wasn't supposed to sound like that. I'm young. Oh, we're young. We're all young in some type of. There we go. You got time. Take it easy on yourself, please. Don't give yourself a hard time over it. Definitely take it easy on yourself, and if you find yourself losing your way, don't beat yourself up about what's going on. Just never lose sight of your goals, for real. What'd you just say?
Nothing.
What you do? Never lose sight of your goals. Like, even if life starts hitting back to 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 back, never lose sight on where you want to be. Ever. And take it easy on yourself, because in life you never know what's about to come your way.
Yeah.
You don't. And you can be beating yourself up about a goal that you never got to make or that you never got to complete because life been hitting you back to back to back to back. Don't beat yourself up because you never know what could happen tomorrow. Tomorrow could be the thing that completes your goal that you didn't even get to right now. So don't beat yourself up. When life gets hard, just never lose sight on your goal, because it will get hard. And you will have them rainy days. Don't lose sight. Never lose faith. Know that God got you. He's not gonna let you go.
Yeah, I definitely agree with everything. I feel like another way to not really lose sight of your goals is what I do personally. I make a vision board. I write my goals out.
Was that the question? Did I answer it?
Yeah, you
Or was I
answered
just talking?
No, you answered it.
Okay.
I'm just piggybacking on you.
I was just making sure I answered the question.
Yeah, you do. You good. But I normally do a vision board where me personally, I do a words vision board. I know a lot of people do like pictures and everything, but I write my vision board down and I keep it in a spot where I can look at it every day and I can measure, okay, so this is my goal for this area. Where am I? How close am I? Just everything like that. So I definitely feel like if you're struggling with goals, sit down, figure out what you want for yourself, what you just want to complete in life. If it comes to the fact of you're scared that you're gonna lose focus or just fall off the path to your goals, as I said, do a vision board. Do something to where your goals are in your face. Because once they're in your face and you see it every day, you're focused. Once you lose focus and you take your eyes off the prize. Like that one story about how God told old dude to walk on water and he had to keep his eyes on God. But as soon as he looked down, he started drowning. And he kind of just looked at God like, yo, why you letting me drown? And God was like, I'm not letting you drown. You just took your eyes off me. His goal was to walk across the water and make it to God. But because he took his eyes off of what he was supposed to be focused on, that's why he ended up letting life. And like, he was in the water for some time. But once he brought his focus back on God, like, God put him up and he finished walking on the water, walking to God, you know? But yeah.
I hope that is how that story really goes, even just Medea that. But yeah, like she said, never lose faith in God. Never. Don't lose that faith. And it's gonna be hard. It get real hard.
It does.
Don't lose that faith. Please don't. Because once you lose that faith, you lose sight of everything. And that's when the devil got you right where you want you to be. Don't lose faith. It's gonna get better. And you're gonna
Work.
You're gonna complete your goal.
Definitely.
And then the only person that you better thank for that is God. Because that's the only person that's gonna give it to you.
Or whoever you believe in.
God, that's, I mean, the ultimate, like, you feel me? Everybody has a God. That's what I'm saying, like.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's why I just
not down to nobody religion. Your God.
Your God.
Thank your God, you feel me?
But, yeah. I really appreciate you sitting down with me today. Somebody who camera shy, you know how to work audience.
You're welcome.
But, guys, that is it for True Talk with the Nation J. I will see you guys next time, 2 weeks from now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell on for post notifications, and we'll get back to you. Peace.
Come on, let's sit down and have a conversation about the things you don't talk about. In this generation, it's the time to express a voice for the voiceless. Just share your opinion when asked nothing less. You might learn something new, might even change your view of how you look at the world. Is it half empty or half full? Just share your thoughts and say you're proud. It's the start of a combo or the talk of a town. There's no right or wrong, so just be yourself. Cause your voice matters just like everybody else. So be inspired, don't forget to subscribe and join me.